my interest has been turned up greatly since coming to Alaska. The talk that I'm going to give for you today is essentially two talks. One is sort of a re-envisioned talk that I gave a while ago, many years ago actually, at ACAP, one of these webinars on the weather impacts of climate change in Alaska. And the other talk is going to be more suited to policy and getting the gaps that we'll come to see in the talk of the first talk. The second talk will be how to understand or how to mitigate those gaps and how to see if we can get some closure with respect to getting some climate services built up in Alaska that are needed. So, first off, one of the things that I don't think we need to spend a lot of time on here is the fact that climate is changing in Alaska. Decades-old warming at locations all across the state, greatly reduced extent, which is important, but maybe more importantly is the greatly reduced thickness of the multi-year sea ice. That causes more impacts from coastal storms in the fall and the spring, and has many, as you can imagine, resulting transportation, subsistence, and hydrologic issues. That's a very important point here in Alaska, and it's one that we have independently of the rest of the country. Really only, other than the Great Lakes part of the country, we're the only part of the country that has to deal with sea ice. As we all know, there seems to be a later freeze-up time in the fall and earlier break-up time in the spring. The glaciers are retreating, the permafrost is thawing, and those have attendant issues. I'm assuming these slides are advancing okay. If they're not advancing, let me know. To talk a little bit about some of NOAA's service programs,